Hey guys, Metal Driver here, back with another AEW Unmatched review. Today I'll be looking at Series 3, Mr. Brodie Lee. On the side and the back you see an image of Brodie Lee, along with the event, place, and date in which this image was taken, and the rest of the figures that are in this wave. Alright, so that was the box. Without further ado, let's go ahead and open this up and take a closer look at Brodie Lee. Alright, and here we have Mr. Brodie Lee out of the packaging, but before we take a look at the figure, let's look at the accessories that he comes with. He comes with the red strapped version of the TNT Championship belt. Now this is the one with the gold plates. So we did get the first version with the silver plates with the ringside exclusive Cody. And then we got the black version with the Unmatched Darby Allin. So now we've got the gold one. So that's really cool. We've got a stack of papers and a rolled up set. And then I forgot to mention when looking at the box, this whole wave has the exclusive Upper Deck AEW cards. So we do get a pack with this whole set. They are 3 cards per pack. I don't think that's how the traditional packs are. I think they have more, at least I assume. But honestly, I don't know anything about trading cards or the AEW cards. I don't collect these. So I don't know which ones are rare, which ones are uncommon, which ones are common, or if there's any sort of distinction on the rarities between them. So I am going to go ahead and open this up on camera. We'll see what cards come in this pack. See if there's anything good. Alright, so we can already see the first one. That is Penelope Ford. So that's the front of the card. Looks really nice. On the back, there's a read-up, a biography. It says first edition, so that's really nice. The next one is Brian Cage. Then there's the back of the card. And we get Riho. And there's the back of her card. So looking at these 3, I would assume that the Brian Cage is the rare one because that one's different than these 2. But if I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments. And actually, if you collect the AEW cards, let me know, how do you tell which ones are rare, which ones are uncommon, and all that stuff. I would like to know. Maybe I'll get myself into these cards. Then taking a look at the head scan, this is pretty good. I think it has a good likeness to Brodie. I like the sculpting on the face. The paint turned out really well on the eyes, the eyebrows. The beard looks really cool. It's nice and sculpted. Oh, there is some extra black paint here at the top of the forehead, but aside from that, it looks pretty good, painted very well. The beard and the hair is just one solid color, so no extra shading, but I like how this turned out. Again, I do think this has a good likeness to Brodie Lee. Then looking at the upper body, I do believe this is brand new. I don't recall any of the other AEW figures sharing this body, so it's got a black tank top or singlet with a Dark Order logo here by the waist and the abs. You do see some chest hair at the top, so that's really nice. And then on the back, you get a Dark Order logo. Paint looks really good on the lettering and the logo. Doesn't seem to be there's any mispaint or fuzziness. Line work looks really good here. Some slight missing paint on the white, but not a big deal. And the logo on the front, it is painted all the way down, and it's painted really well. Here are the arms. I think they look good for Brodie. You've got painted wrist tape on both wrists. Then looking at the lower body, you get a little bit of design right here from the Dark Order logo symbol. Paint looks really good here on the line work. Not much on the back. Then looking at the left leg, paint looks pretty good. There isn't anything that's major, that's mispainted. No bad line work. The numbers here look pretty good, so some solid paint work there. Then on the other side, you've got Brodie Lee spelled out. Painted really well, looks really nice. Again, line work all around looks pretty good. So nothing that's majorly off, nothing that's too noticeable. So I like how this turned out. Some nice gray here, good sculpt work on the pants. And then you've got some standard black boots at the bottom. Then going over the articulation, the head is on a ball joint and I'm assuming a hinge, but there's not a whole lot of movement due to this big plastic beard. Can turn side to side and tilt slightly. Shoulder goes that high up and it's pretty ratchety. Rotates all the way, actually no, doesn't rotate all the way around. Let's see if this one does. No, not really. I mean, you could probably finagle it, but the way the sculpting here on the shoulder kind of prevents that, but not a big deal. Biceps swivel, double jointed elbows, swivel and hinge at the wrist. Ball joint at the upper diaphragm, he goes that far forward, that far back. He can turn pretty well and pivot. Ball joint at the waist, crunches even further forward, goes further back, and twists very slightly. Legs go that far out, they go that high up. There is a thigh cut, double jointed knees that are pretty stiff. Ankle goes that high up, that far down, so not a whole lot of range of motion due to the plastic sculpting of the pants, and there is some slight ankle pivot. Alright, and here is Brodie next to Cody Rhodes for a side-by-side comparison. Alright, so what are my final thoughts on the Unmatched Series 3 Mr. Brodie Lee. I think this is a really great figure. I think if you're a fan of the Dark Order, this is a figure that you're definitely going to want in your collection. And in fact, I would go as far as to say if you are a fan of the AEW line, this is going to be one of those must-haves that you need in an AEW collection. So I think it's a really solid figure. I like how it looks. It's nice to have the gold and red version of the TNT Championship belt. So I would say this is definitely a figure you'd want to pick up. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and like this review and subscribe. If you want a chance to get a shout out in the next video, leave a comment down below, just like Leon Shoyinka said. Yes, more reviews, Best Friends next. Not sure if I want to review the Best Friends. I'm debating if I even want to open them, but I am doing more reviews. Trying to pump out more videos in the month of March, so be on the lookout. I'm trying to stick to a schedule of Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturdays all this month. We'll see how that goes. Follow me on social media so you can be up to date with all my wrestling figure photography, and I'll see you next time.